So, hi there, my name's Jasmine from Jazzlines Rise Up Ensemble. This is the new all-female jazz ensemble created by the charity responsible for Birmingham's Town Hall Symphony Hall. And I am the alto saxophone player in the group. And yeah, I'm just here to talk a little bit about myself and my musical story and journey and where I hope to go next, and also about women in jazz, very topical. Um, but yeah, so to start with, I think I'll talk a little bit about how I got into music. So I actually started music, I guess, when I was in year three in primary school, and I played the clarinet for the duration of junior school, so that 4 years. But what I actually really wanted to play was the saxophone, but unfortunately, my primary school only did flute and clarinet in the woodwind section, so yeah, I ended up playing clarinet. But when I arrived in secondary school, I kind of stopped playing the clarinet. And when I was in year seven, towards the end of year seven, I actually started playing piano. And I still play some piano now. Piano is kind of like my second instrument, saxophone first. And I actually, believe it or not, didn't start playing saxophone until I was in year 10, because my school offered some free music lessons if you did GCSE music. So I took up saxophone as well as piano, which was definitely one of the best decisions of my life because I love the saxophone. And from there, I guess I learnt pretty quickly. And about a year into playing the saxophone, I joined Jazzlines Ensemble for Young People, again based in Birmingham's Town Hall Symphony Hall, mostly in the Symphony Hall. So I'm very grateful to Jazzlines for all the opportunities that they've given me, as that was really my route in. And Jazzlines helped me to realise that I would like to be a professional musician as well. If I can think of a key moment, would be in the summer of 2019. I played at a Peaky Blinders world premiere at the Town Hall in Birmingham with some of my peers from Jazzlines Ensemble, as well as yeah, and during this premiere, we played on the red carpet, and then I played with a small quintet in the artist bar as well. And in the same summer, we also played as Jazzlines Ensemble at Moseley Jazz Funk and Soul Festival, which takes place in Birmingham as well. And headlining that year was Burt Bacharach and the Jacksons, and I'm a big fan of the Jackson 5 as well. I love that kind of genre of 70s music that's just really groovy, because I love to dance too. So that was a massive privilege, and not something I think I would ever have thought I would have done until being a full-blown professional. Yeah, and finally, I guess I'd like to talk about women in jazz, given that we are an all-female ensemble, and that had been decided for the project as a positive step towards achieving more of a 50-50 gender split in the jazz industry. Because obviously in jazz history, the majority of the instrumentalists have been men, and women have kind of been stereotyped as the singer, which is a stereotype that I guess still exists today. It would be nice to see some female jazz masters as well, which is what I think we can all hope towards. And I hope that our ensemble is refreshing for other musicians to see and gives them some hope. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that for now, and I hope you enjoy or have enjoyed our performance, and hopefully in the future you'll be able to see us perform again, because it's a really exciting project and we're all really grateful for it. And yeah, so I've been Jasmine Belle from Rise Up Ensemble, and thank you for listening.
Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Lopez. I am the vocalist from the Jazzline Rise Up Ensemble, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Firstly, I hope that you've all enjoyed our show. I still haven't seen it and I'm really excited to see it. And just a reminder that we are taking questions later on, so make sure that you leave a question for me and Jasmine to answer. So as I mentioned, I attended both Leeds College of Music and Birmingham Ormiston Academy, and that was really crucial to my training as a musician, as those were the first times that I was solely studying music. However, what was really disheartening and saddening to me is that at no point, despite the amazingness of the teachers, was I ever taught by anyone who looks like me, whether that was a black woman or a black man. It was never the norm, which really shocked me at Leeds College of Music, considering the black origins of jazz music. Thankfully, I had a really great foundation by attending Harper Bell Seventh-day Adventist School. While this wasn't a music school, we had an amazing music teacher called Mr. Baker, hi if you're watching, who made sure we all knew our unique ability when it came to music. So we had great opportunities to sing for Symphony Town Hall, as well as being on CBBC's TV show called Level Up. I don't know if anyone remembers it, it's a bit of a throwback. But yeah, I had great experiences there, and so I really had a good understanding of my voice and the unique characteristics that I had before I even got into secondary school. Also, it's worth mentioning that I have several learning disabilities, which includes autism, dyslexia and hyperlexia. So traditionally, education has never really been my cup of tea because it wasn't really made for people like me to thrive in, which is why it's been so amazing to be a part of this program and having non-traditional ways to train and deepen my knowledge of jazz and my musical abilities. I know it might not seem this way because I'm on the camera and smiling, but it's been such an amazing opportunity to work with Symphony Hall. I am so nervous right now. I'm filled with anxiety. I think that's also partly why I couldn't watch along with the rest of you guys. And so being a part of this program has helped so much with my confidence, pushing me out of my comfort zone, being able to link with amazing musicians and just being able to play music with some amazing women. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing what questions you guys have from us after the show. And yeah, we're going to start answering some questions now. Hello, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. I've listed mine, and Laura Vila has to be the biggest inspiration for me, from her style to her fusions. Are just inspiring. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure the rest of the girls will be happy to hear that. I think my favourite moment was the first time we all met in person after lockdown and just feeling that energy and the talent. I think firstly that you are a musician by making music. Don't wait for milestones to make you feel more validated. And secondly, be you. The world is waiting to hear your music, not your take on somebody else's, your music.
Just to answer some of your questions as well, I think the main piece of advice I'd give to aspiring female musicians is when you're at school, if you're younger, value the music education that you can get at school as much as possible, because having that kind of grounding in kind of classical theory that you often get taught in general music education is so valuable, even if you want to do something like jazz later, which is different and similar in a lot of ways. It's really useful to have a classical background in some way, playing classically, whatever. And yeah, but so ultimately study music as much as you can, as well as playing it, and learn about as many different types of music as possible, because it will all feed into this like melting pot of musical knowledge in your head that you can then access whenever you want. So that would be my advice.